Good morning, guys. It is Friday, October 11th. Yeah, I had to stay home yesterday. I was one day without my meds. I couldn't pick up my meds until after work, so I spent all day on ibuprofen, and it didn't work for shit. The medicine I've been taking is just a muscle relaxer, but if you don't take it every day, and I take one in the morning and one in the evening, you lose coverage. Okay, so basically you start again and it feels like it's not working. I was literally in tears. I got nauseous because it hurt, because my neck and the top of my shoulders hurt so badly. I laid on the floor for a couple hours and tried my best not to throw up. Fun, right? So I stayed home. I stayed home yesterday. You know, fuck it. I felt like crap. I hurt everywhere. And now I'm caught up on my medicine, so I'm actually starting to feel normal. Not that the pain's gone away, but the edge is gone, and I'm able to deal with it until I can get to physical therapy again. Yeah, I got 2 different injuries, so I got to go into physical therapy for 2 different things, and they're not open until Friday, November 1st. So, you know, when the lady told me that, I was like, oh, cool, my birthday's on Saturday. So it's just a matter of waiting. I'm waiting for somebody else and doing my best to deal with the suffering, as we all are. Everybody's suffering in one way or another. Let me close this window. Damn. Banging dishes around there. That shit's loud. Okay, so Friday. Today we have no major transits. We still have some left over from a couple days ago. What is that, 3 now? This is number 4 if nothing comes out of here. They don't want me to use this deck. Okay. No black today. Let's go with the Parrot Tarot. Probably because the full moon in Aries, we're starting over again from the beginning of the zodiac with the full moon in Aries. So everybody is in their houses. So it kind of feels like a reset. Look at that. Feels like a reset of some sort. And it is, you know, things are brand new. Let's see. Aries, energetic, enterprising, optimistic, open to change, pioneering, the leader, authority, and stepping up, the hero. I'm debating on whether to do the full moon in Aries horoscopes, and actually, I think I will, because I got channeled so much information. You know, usually I write a title at the beginning, and I went back and I looked at the new moon in Aries. That was April 4th. That was back on April 4th at 15 degrees, and incorporated some of that information because this full moon is very that new moon is pertinent to this full moon, as well as the new moon we just had, the new moon in Libra, back on September 28th. So whatever was going on last year, April, and right around the end of September and the beginning of October is very pertinent. That's the area that the Aries full moon will touch. Now, the Aries full moon is a hunter's moon, and it's bloody. For a lot of you guys out there, it's not going to be a happy moon. Even though the moon moves into Aries today, it is not the full moon until Sunday in Hawaii. Let's see. I know, now I got to look it up, what time it's at. Okay, full moon in Aries, October 13th, 11:08 a.m. And when I did the new moon in Aries, that was basically entitled Endgame. And with the Libra new moon, it's justice, contracts, promises, and diplomacy. So, the number one, I usually have several titles. So this one, the full hunter's moon in Aries at 20 degrees is all about the end game, a brave new world, or anger and war and destruction, and that the struggle is real, mentally, physically, financially, virtually. The struggle is real. we're burning bridges and building new ones. So by now, these links are established. So it feels like the last 6 months have been full of somebody building up or somebody arriving to a newness. Aries is new. It's shiny and brand new. So it's completely new, and it's something that has been working on the last couple of months, and the big transits have been moving us towards doing the right thing. Okay, and being the hero versus being the villain. You got to decide where you lie, which was the new moon, because that one was at 15 degrees. Okay, so that was about deciding which end of the spectrum you belong to. Hold on. This full moon is a culmination when everything comes full circle. I was just going to say something. Anyway, so this full moon is at 20 degrees. So 20 degrees is a new intimacy, a new team, a new balance, a new couple. So it kind of gives you the sense of a new kind of comfort. In the last 6 months, we've had to step out of our comfort zones and speak our truths, or speak the truth in this case, because Aries is also about business and government and the inability to live under somebody's structures, or under somebody's position of authority. And it's also asking you to step into your own authority, your own power, without using it against anyone else. And then also to the people who are abusing their power, they're being called out. Okay, and that is kind of what was happening. So in the last 6 months, you kind of saw people step up, get over themselves, and rally behind what is right. Okay, so they now become the heroes. And there's also, at the same time, there were a lot of people who fell from grace, who were, I want to say, loss of prestige. They lost their prestige. They are now where they were once viewed of as the innocent victim, or, you know, oh, I love them so much, or so. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? How can they do that? Why did they do that? And then it really changes how you view people. So the last 6 months, this has been under development, your personality, your individuality, your I want to keep saying personality, being courageous, taking action when you're supposed to. And then there was a lot of taking action because you had to make a split-second timing decision. Okay, so anyways, I'm not going to get into the Aries full moon too much because we still have 2 more days to go. Today I will be doing the weekend reading. I apologize for yesterday, but hey, when you got to take a day off, you got to take a day off. So numbers for today are 11 and 15. So there's changes in internal boundaries, or we're expressing changes in internal boundaries. And actually we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. So we're missing the 14. So there may be, we're not declaring, or we're not saying a lot, or it could be that we're missing having control of ourselves. That is not a good thing to intuit. Holy shit, with the moon in Aries. So I hear from other astrologers and card readers that this is going to be a nasty one. And I remember last year, I think we had the full moon in Aries, and I was all angry and shit. I did a reading for each of the signs, and boy, I was talking shit. I had that Aries moon energy in me. I'm all scolding people, telling them get your head out of your ass and blah blah blah. I was like the angry aunt, giving somebody scoldings. It was pretty funny. And then the next day I had to like do another reading and apologize because I think it was Pisces. Yeah, when I got to the Pisces reading, I was literally channeling my ex, so I was all angry and shit. And then I had to do a reading the next day for the good people. For the good people who try hard and improve themselves and apologize and say that's where I was coming from. But I don't deal with that anymore. I don't have that anger anymore. I'm over it. And it's because I got my divorce. Woohoo! So a lot of you guys could be realizing that you've been holding back anger from past relationships also. Okay, baggage includes the anger. Okay, because some of the anger, it's also frustration, and it's also, you know, kicking yourself in the ass because you didn't do something, or you didn't do something in the right way, or, you know, you could still be asking yourself, why did I do that? So Aries likes to take risks, and it likes to take chances. So along with this, there's something new. So, what's going on here? Okay, well, they want those cards. We will just give it to them. Okay, so something new, something shiny. I want to say something borrowed, something blue. I'm looking at the Justice card. Somebody's getting married, or somebody is getting up the nerve to ask somebody to marry them or to be exclusive to them. Mine, only mine, which is right along with the Aries moon. Aries is I, me, mine. It's not all in a bad way. Okay. Did I finish the numbers? God, I talk too fucking much. Sorry, guys. Okay, so 11 is like the manifestation portal to where you can manifest your goals. Okay, and I'm looking at this and I see 1111. There is no 1111 today, but the way I have my paperwork placed, there's an 11, a space, and an 11. Okay, so a lot of you guys should be seeing repetitive numbers and all kinds of signs and signals, synchronicities, some of them like glitches in the matrix. You could be hearing things, you could be seeing things, or you're just at the point where you're noticing them more, or you've made a promise to yourself to pay attention to the signs. Shit, I'm pretty sure that was right side up. Oh my god. Anyways, I'll read for both ways just in case I flipped it around. My table is glass, so it slides. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, the wheel is turning. The past moon that we just had in Pisces, and of course the full moon we had in Pisces back on September 13th is coming to a wrap up. Now, some of you guys, you may or may not know that even if something has touched on your chart with the full moon, it can be like a month later when it takes effect. It just matters how late your houses start. Okay, if it starts at the beginning of the degrees or if it starts at the end degrees will make a huge difference. And I found that, like with the moons, from my personal experience, that if the moon hits my moon in the chart, then it takes approximately a month and a week for something that I'm feeling the energy to that's going to happen, because you know I channel words quite a bit, so just the full moon in Aries, just thinking about it, I can end up with like 50 words. So with the Pisces one, I forgot what I said. I should probably look up the full moon in Pisces, right? Whoa, what's going on here? What the hell?
Knock, knock.
Hold on. Well, it appears that my computer screen just went out, so I cannot work on horoscope today. What else? Let me get to the damn reading. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Moon in Aries. Hangman is reversed along with the Wheel of Fortune and Three of Wands, meaning you're no longer going to be stuck. You are coming out of that. There is something happening that's going to be of benefit to you. It is a definite, solid, concrete opportunity. With Three of Wands, it's something that you manifested. It's something that you willed out. Aries is your will also. See, this is the Sun in Aries. Okay, opportunity, new opportunities. So you could be coming across a new opportunity, or you could be the one making it. I don't know. Let me look at what, this is this way. Let me look at what this says. Strength. Ooh, right away I see we have 2 8s. 2 8s, 3 7s. Cups and Wands, guys. Cups and Wands. Three threes, 7 7 7, 8 8. Okay, so creation, information, ability to cope, the tools you need to cope, lasting impression, which is legacy, and 7. The 7, this is a famous 777. Illusion, frustration, opposition. Interesting. So I always say that 777 is a jackpot. You know what is missing here? What is missing here is the 7 of Wands. If I'm not mistaken, that is Mars in Leo. And that signifies standing up for yourself, being brave, having courage, which is all about the Aries moon. It's missing here. So you may be using that in order to address the other 7s. Interesting. In order to address being dismissed, being invisible. Addressing somebody who's trying to convince you of something, especially in a love relationship. It's someone you know and love. Can be Cancer, can be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But there's persuasion and convincing. Opposition, against. Okay. I'm reading too much into it without reading it. So the 7, I was trying to figure out why we have these 7s. It's because the other 7s are in action, and we're using that, the 7 of Wands, in order to address these other 7s. So let me move on from here. Strength, Leo the lion. See me, hear me, feel me, fear me. I speak the truth. My emotions are my strength. I want to promote growth. I think of nothing but telling the truth and promoting growth. Okay, so this is leadership quality. This is Leo energy. So there could be somebody here that had been stuck for a while, and now there is something that they have to do. With the 3 of Wands represents opportunity. It represents passion. It's the intentions that you wheeled out, reflecting on what you want. So it kind of says like somebody has a specific goal in mind. They have to do something, and they've begun the process of doing it. They're not staying still anymore. They're not procrastinating. They're not holding back. They are sucking it up and getting done what needs to get done, okay? Through the tears, through the pain. 3 of Cups is abundance. It's also Mercury and Cancer. So with Mercury and Cancer, it's being sensitive to how other people view you. So you may be putting on a brave face and dealing with something. You could be dealing with a with the previous death. For some of you, it was the death of a husband, and you may have to be. You may not have touched their belongings. You may have left them while you were drowning in your sorrows. 7 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles, and along with the disappointment. Why did you take them from me? The question. I'm seeing these. See, 5 of Cups represents disappointment. This is baggage from past relationships. You see how the star is dark? That's wishes unfulfilled. And then you see all these, everything. I don't know what the hell these damn things are. I don't know what these things are over here, but when I'm looking at them, all I see is question marks. Why? What am I supposed to do now? What do I do now? So it's kind of talking about a sense of devastation so deep, it has you in the clutches of depression or you're just feeling really pessimistic and negative, like things will never get better. Something was taken from you, and this is something big. So there's some unfulfilled wishes. You have the choice to be the victim or the victor. It is all in how you look at it. Because right here, there was questions. Why was this done to me? Why were they taken from me? Just when I need... Okay, all weekend I was getting, you left me just when I needed you most. So there is that sense of, what the hell do I do now? And kind of like being stuck, unable to, you're barely able to function daily. Your mind is processing in the background, almost like you're still in shock, and you're just operating on automatic. Once you realize that they're gone for good, whether they passed away or this was a relationship that broke up, it's like you drop, you collapse in a heap, and then you get the fuck up. And you say, you know what? I'm going to put all their belongings in a box. I'm going to separate what goes to what items go to whoever, like, you know. I'm going to go through the closet and I'm going to pick out a couple of things and give to his favorite nephews. I'm going to pack everything away and give everything out. So it kind of gives me the feeling like somebody doesn't know what to do with what they have left over from a partner who's passed away. And they're getting to it, but they really have to fight back the tears. So it could be a packing party. I'm getting the feeling like you're having a couple of girlfriends over. They bring the wine, you've got the boxes, and they kind of help you go through everything. They help you pick up the pieces, picking up the pieces. Picking up the pieces with good friends over a good drink. Yeah, maybe even these friends just kind of show up and they tell you, get up, here, have a drink, we're going to take care of this today, we got you. So this isolation and wanting to be alone and not wanting to deal with a lot of people, not that you're coming out of it, but people are now coming to you because they're kind of like, oh, checking in on you. I wonder how they're doing. How are you doing today? Do you need a hug? And then we're over here with 9 of Cups and Justice, 2 of Cups and 7 of Swords. Nine of Cups is an old wish coming through. Justice represents Libra. It is about telling the truth. It's diplomacy. It is considering the best, considering the option that serves everybody. Diplomacy and fairness, balancing the scales. For some, it's marriage and commitment, promises, declaration. So that would be like a handwritten, or not a handwritten, but you know, it can be typed or word processed. Contracts. Nine of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, contracts, marriage, diplomacy. The 30. New information. For some of you guys, this could be somebody who had been missing, or you were missing them. Or her last name could have been a female, and her last name is Ing, Miss Ing. Romantic love. So for a lot of you guys, sex could have been the last thing on your mind. You know, I'm hearing like, hey baby, want to make out? Oh fuck no. That kind of deal. Like, I'm not interested. It's like you're dried up because you are so stressed up here. You can't devote any attention to down there because all the blood is up here in the brain. Okay. Not to be gross or anything, but Two of Cups. When I see Two of Cups, for me, that's sex. Okay. I see having sex. And with other people, it's just having an intimate relationship with them, you know, family, friends, the people that you're close to, that you care for. And then with the moon in Aquarius, which was just a couple of days ago, that's convincing. It's opposition. It's also opinions. Okay, so somebody could be like, okay, well, you know, we're going to help you clean up your house. You've been by yourself long enough. I want you to come back into life. Please enter life again. It's kind of like this. They care about you, so they're trying to persuade you to get moving, to do something for yourself. Prince of Wands, that is ambition. With the Phoenix rising behind it, ambition, having excited, having the courage, indecision, having the courage to make a move. Okay, you've been feeling stressed for so long. It was probably really stressful to see this person's belongings around the house. Even if it's only been a day or two, their belongings were a constant reminder of when you used to be together, when they used to exist with you and exist in a relationship with you. Okay, so like I was saying, this speaks to those who have passed on and those who are still here but no longer with the person they love. Okay, because there could have been a huge breakup too. Maybe this, it feels like the sun. Mom, get up off the couch already. And I'm saying, the reason why, it's making me think of my son. I went through this period of time previous to the decision to file for divorce. And it was at the ending of the actual relationship where we weren't living together already. But I was sitting on the couch. And my son, who was 6 years old at that time, there was a neighborhood program that they were going to. You know, it was on the other side of the block. So all the kids would walk up the street, grab my two younger ones, and go to the program, the summer program. And when my 6-year-old son left, I was sitting on the couch. When he came back, I was sitting on the couch. And at that time, I think it had been like 4 or 5 days, straight days of crying. I was literally crazy glued to the couch. I couldn't get up. And my son, my 6-year-old son, walks in the house and says, Mom, what are you doing? You haven't got up off that couch all day. You need to get up off that couch. So for a lot of you guys, it's time to exit this stressful reality of yours and to re-enter the collective, to re-enter society and re-enter life. You may have isolated yourself and felt really, really down. It was a lot to deal with. How could you even think about anyone else? You're not interested. Yeah, I feel like other people would be like, hey, there's going to be somebody else. There's plenty of fish in the sea. And you're like, you know, I don't even want to hear it. I am not interested in a relationship, okay? Love you, but did I fucking ask you, okay? And this kind of gives me a laugh because on Facebook there is this meme, and I think I had it from like a couple of years ago, so I reposted it, and it goes something like this. Okay, it's a spellcaster spell for keeping away unwanted opinions. Okay, so it goes like this. You looked in the person's face and you asked them, did I fucking ask you? Okay, and then the number 2 directions is you keep saying, did I fucking ask you, until the person realizes, in fact, you did not fucking ask them for their opinion. Okay, so that's kind of the deal over here. I did not ask you. Did I fucking ask you? Okay, well, we don't care. We love you. You're going to get your ass up on the couch. We support you. We're going to help you get your shit together because you can't do it alone. You need help. Okay, so we are here to help you. So it kind of looks like the bitch brigade shows up, you know. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's like, all my bitches, come on down, that kind of deal, you know. It's not derogatory. The way I'm using it is, I want to say beloved. Damn it. It is a term of endearment, okay? Okay. So, Ace of Wands, 8 of Swords, ambition. Cleaning house to begin again. Taking the initiative. Instead of letting things sit, you're going to get right, do it, and handle that shit, okay? Oh, also, too, this morning, a friend of mine, her daughter posted on her page that she's quitting this old job and she's getting this other one. She's not sure if she can do it. She knows that she can do it. So I looked in the gifts and I was looking for I know I can. You know, Thomas the Train, I think I can, but I couldn't find one with I know I can. So I posted the I think I can with, you know, Thomas the Train going up the hill. And she goes, I know I can. I said, yeah, I know that, but they don't have the I know I can gift. All they had was I think I can gift. So I'm going to let you know, if you think you can, you can. That is called the law of attraction. Okay, so you're having this blessed path open for you in which you get up. Okay, in which you get up, you have the courage to make the changes or to address the things that haven't been addressed. If it was because you were afraid or if it was because you're angry, that's all going to come out now. That's all going to come out now. You're going to have to unburden yourself and, you know, cry all you want while you're doing it, you know, through the tears. Through the tears. They're telling me through the tears. Thoughts. Thoughts of the past. They've already left me. Why am I keeping their things around? If somebody's passed, you may be thinking about, they've never really left me. I still feel their love and everywhere around the house. Okay, so for some of you guys, you might be putting a majority of things away, giving them away, and then putting out a couple of things. And then getting rid of the rest. Thinking of how it used to be. This is a young man. Thought 7. Yet another 7. So that's 4 sevens, guys. 4 7. 7 7 7 7. Okay, either you're going to let it destroy you, or you're going to muster all your strength, you get up, and you let it push you forward, okay? This is action. Action, action. You know that you have to take care of it. They're bringing my eyes to the stars, the dark stars. They're still showing me the dark stars. Dark stars. And Maleficent. Maleficent. Don't let the loss of a loved one turn you bitter. Like I was saying, don't let it destroy you. Okay, guys, I'm going to tie it up here. It's probably the shortest reading I've done in a long time. And this is only, oh boy. So this is only for Friday. We'll be doing the weekend one shortly, if I can get my computer screen on. All right, so clear your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use Feng Shui. Okay, so you heard it. Get to it. Get those items organized and out, and only keep, I was going to say the smallest thing. Keep the things that remind you of them, like an old picture or drawing, maybe their favorite dress or whatever, but you don't need to keep it all. That part of your life is done and over. Okay. Nurture, Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Treat yourself with love and care as your friends are. That's why they're coming to you. And that's why you'll be spending time with them. Surrounded by good friends and good company always helps you feel better. And also knowing that you're not alone. Okay, so take care of yourself. Sensitivity. You're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Like I said, you know, crying through the pain. Passion, Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Yeah? Follow your passion. Here's your passion, okay? It's in the form of a torch burning brightly. It's time to get up and move. For others, okay, I'm going to breeze through this really quickly because I did see something else, other things too. For some of you guys, there's an offer of marriage, or there's a realization that you've waited a long time. You've waited a long time for somebody to be on the same page as you. You may have pushed them away or kept them at bay because you probably weren't ready for the commitment. Look at that, because you still got a torch burning for someone else. So there can be something here with waiting for somebody to fully engage with you, or actually to get engaged with you. But there's a problem here. They're dismissive of you. They're dismissive. They try to talk you into, they manipulate you, try to talk you into doing things, probably most likely for them in the relationship. Okay, and then at the same time, there's a whole host of negatives attached to this relationship. You may have had paranoia for just a second that your partner may have been talking to somebody else, and they were, but that's not going to come to anything. This is they're in the past. Whoever that is, they're in the past. And they're still maintaining a loving relationship with them, just not boyfriend and girlfriend. So the thing is, it feels like there's some old karma getting cleaned up right now in terms of baggage. Sword down. And you're going to have to keep your sword down. You have to keep your sword down and keep your ego in check, okay? You may have to, look, she's petting the lion. She's stroking her ego. Calm down. It's okay. Let them finish up. It's a karmic wrap-up. You know, Aries full moon, karmic wrap-ups. So you may really have to bite your tongue, even if you know somebody is dealing with an ex here. I don't really see any cheating. Of course, for some of you guys, there was somebody that was cheating. And that's the person that is now gone. And you're trying to get their belongings out. Or you're trying to move. Because all they do is yell at you and sweat you. But there's somebody here. If this is a new relationship, they are thinking about the times where they've sweated you. Where they've stressed you. Where they threw their daggers at you. Where they were angry and projected out of fear, out of guilt. Trapped in a habit. At the same time I was saying that, I was hearing, oh, hooked on a feeling. So hooked on a feeling. So somebody gets a rise. They may get a rise out of riling you up. They're getting a rise makes them feel like they're in charge. So there may be some discussion here. I don't see a card of discussion. We've got somebody who's angry and who's thinking. So they may come to you, or they may tell you later, or it could be you realizing that the only way that you're going to be happy, the only way that you are going to marry this person is if they make you a priority and stop trying to dominate you in the relationship. See if I see anything else, guys. An opportunity to stand tall despite. Yeah, so for some of you guys, there was somebody who left you. They were cheating. They had other options, or you were just an option. Okay, and they held you back anyways. Okay, so chalk it up to lesson learned. Lesson learned. And the thing is, the Five of Cups, disappointment. It's Mars and Scorpio. So with Mars and Scorpio, it's like you can either go straight out psycho-vindictive, or you can really get clear on who you are, what you're worth, what you gave to that relationship. Damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? And I want to say cohesive, but that's not the right word. And compile together all the reasons why this relationship wouldn't have worked. Okay, so it's kind of like convincing yourself, I think I can, I think I can. And then there's a sense of, I knew this. I need to stop falling for the wrong people. Somebody wasn't looking at the red flags that they were getting. This person had red flags all over them, the ex. Okay, so also too in there could be some important legal wrap-ups at this time. Okay, justice, diplomacy, going to court cases, divorce, taxes, inheritance, property, deaths. Death of the mother. At this time, we're having mothers and fathers passing, or they recently passed, and we're having 4444 I just saw. That would be Mars in action. This is 4444, okay? So what do we see so far today, guys? 4444 and 7777. And then, of course, I saw 1111 earlier before my screen went out. Going dark, went dark, got dark. They keep, okay, so I don't know why they're telling me going dark, but it's along with the Aries full moon. So some of you guys could be removing yourself, disengaging, and some of you guys are engaging, okay? And it's on both levels. It's in marriage, it's in relationships, it's in talking, re-entering the real world after a period of isolation, probably self-imposed due to some baggage that had to be dealt with. All right, guys, I'm calling it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Take care.